The idea of TWECS began when I was a student at Pacific University in Portland, and where I joined a group of other students to the villages of Baja, Mexico, where we provided eye care and free eyeglasses to the poor. It was that trip that told me that I could be of service to the poor. That project was the nucleus in some ways of the society, because it was from there that we developed the team leaders for future projects. That's how TWECS began.
There's collection boxes throughout BC. They're at libraries and churches and ophthalmologists, optometrists' office. And eventually we have a carrier that brings them to the warehouse, which is Youth Space, a Lions Club that has donated it to us. Once the boxes come in, we have tables set up and we go through a sorting process.
We try to stock about 10,000 pairs, which we'll bring on each project. And from that stock of 10,000, we hope to be able to find matched prescriptions for between 3,000 and 4,000 people that we'll see during the time that we're away.
According to the World Health Organization, 80% of world blindness occurs in the third world. In these countries, it's already difficult to find a job when you have good sight. Can you imagine what it's like when you can't see? That's what the Third World Eye Care Society strives to do, is to improve the quality of life for these individuals with a pair of eyeglasses.
I've always believed in the, act globally and think locally motto, and this is an opportunity to act a little bit globally and go give something back.
Well, I think we just counted, I think there are 8 of us, so there'll be 3, 3, and 2. And we have privacy curtains, and we figure the guy in the middle will just keep rotating so that everybody gets their share of air.
I think we're going to get to know each other really, really well.
Well, we got a nice aerated floor here, some good ventilation.
Got the nice mosquito-proof flooring.
I think we're really fortunate because we've got 3/4 of our team is quite experienced. We've been on trips before, we know each other, we know each other's idiosyncrasies, and so it's a lot easier for us to work together. We're much more accustomed to each other, and the new people are fitting in really, really well.
Here we go to the Paradise Room. Welcome. Got bilateral ventilation and a nice fan.
We've had a very high number of people who needed glasses. I think that most people, stopped wearing glasses if they needed them before during the Pol Pot regime because it often meant death.
With the other projects, it's true that the people, their faces would light up and, they'd notice the difference. And even here, you get the initial surprise of the patients who can see, and then you fit them, and then as soon as they're about to get up and leave, they just take the glasses off.
During the Khmer Rouge and Pol Pot regime, basically if you wore glasses, you were considered to be one of the educated and elite, and they killed you off. So the history of wearing glasses in the last 30 years has not been very good.
These older people who lived through those times still remember what it was like. Is it part of that fear still, where they don't want to wear them? Like, there were some where you knew that they were seeing so much better, but still they took them off and left without them.
Come
to the clinic?
Come to the clinic tomorrow, and I'll fix these. At some time, someone gave her access to eye care before this country went through the horrible turmoil it did. She had gone to the ends of the earth to keep these lenses useful for her, and without those lenses her life would be marginal. It was really incredible to be able to make those lenses useful to her again, where she had done everything possible to bungee them together. There was a time when people had access to that sort of care, and to be coming back now and to be able to provide it again for them is really quite thrilling.
She said she's so happy that you came all together, come to work here to help Cambodian people, and she wants to say thank you 1,000 times. Thank you so much.
Well, a teacher came through, a very sweet man, and when he came through, he could not see the blackboard and he could not see the back of the classroom. So.
He got blurred vision.
Blurred vision?
Yeah, reading problem, reading and writing problem.
So what I'm doing is just getting a little retinoscopy measurement. Just trying to get an idea of whether he's a little far-sighted or a little bit nearsighted. From that we can determine what sort of a distance correction he gets.
I have a fortunate opportunity here to try and fill a prescription for a teacher in Cambodia, so we know that these glasses are going to be important. Which way does it point? That way? We have him reading to the 20/30 line on the near acuity chart. I need you to explain to this gentleman how he's going to wear these glasses and look down through the lenses when he needs to read, and look up over top of the lenses when he needs to look out to see the students in the classroom. By giving this Khmer teacher a pair of lenses, I'm able to ensure that he's employable for the future, that he's able to work with the children, able to read the material to them, and hopefully create better students, create the future for Cambodia. From Riplia. We're going for a ride. This is called water skiing.
We're in the same restaurant every night having dinner because there is only one restaurant.
I grab her card and I go change her name to Nostradamus and put it in big stars. Please send to Robert.
Within an hour.
And the food has been actually pretty decent and pretty varied, considering that with the limited resources that they have had. So we've done well.